Hey, what is up, YouTube? It is your proxy Silverwolf, and today I've got something just a bit different for you guys. A buddy of mine, the Daniel, as he's known on YouTube, uploaded a video for the 4th of July, with a video, Americans are getting less patriotic. And overall, I haven't seen the video, but I do believe that American patriotism is at an all time low. Um, just people aren't people are taking the things that our country is doing, and just like, how do I put it? They're taking the things that our country is doing and saying that our country as a whole is bad because of the things that whatever our leaders are doing, right? And I don't think that is the right mindset to have. While yes, it can be disheartening, I do think that we as a country need to believe in our country's potential. We have what I would believe is some of the greatest potential to exist as a country. And the fact that we've made it 250 years is no small testament to that, throughout all the hardship, throughout all the strife, the turmoil that us as a country has faced, we can persevere. And that speaks to America's potential. But I do think that our patriotism is at an all time low. Now, let's see what my buddy has to say. I've known him for about a decade now, since middle school, give or take. But yeah, let's see what my buddy has to say.
It's America's 250th birthday, and Americans are, well, they're not exactly celebrating as much as you'd be expecting. Patriotism among Americans is at a record low right now. Pride in being an American is, according to data that's recently been done, slipping further and further each year. And, well, it's definitely not something that's positive if you're someone who wants to be optimistic about the future of the country, because
Well, I do agree that it's not a positive outlook. I do also want to say that it's not surprising at the same time when you look at the things that some of our leaders are doing on whatever side of the political spectrum you fall under. It's, for me, both sides aren't doing too hot.
usually when people are dissatisfied with the nation, that leads to severe disorder. But of course, it's not without reason. After all, America has definitely struggled a lot in recent decades. Wealth gaps have gotten way, way worse. Homelessness keeps on rising. The
One thing I do want to point out is, I love the fact that my friend is throwing out these statistics, and because I can tell you, like, oh, homelessness is at an all-time high. I don't All I know is that it is, from my perspective. I don't have like the actual statistics. So I do want to thank you, Daniel, for throwing these out.
rising The healthcare system, as you may already know, is very expensive, the most expensive in the world, and we're basically the only developed country that does not offer healthcare guaranteed free at the point of service. It's just really bad all around. There's just so much to feel negative about. And of course, this means that Americans are just not happy and are very dissatisfied with the country. And that's to say nothing of many foreign policy related decisions we've made, which are not exactly great optically. And getting into that would be a large conversation.
I do agree that if we wanted to get into the specifics of the specific optics on what is causing the decline of patriotism and whatnot, that could be an entirely separate video on its own.
Now, here's the thing. I basically just wanted to say, despite all of this, I still think it is good to be patriotic. And generally be proud of the country you're in.
And to that I do it depends, because there I think what a lot of people tend to do, and this is a very dangerous thing, is they conflate patriotism with nationalism, and those are two completely different things. Patriotism is being proud of the country that you are in, sort of like think, if you think of your country as your home, then basically you're proud of your home, right? Whereas nationalism is more so along the lines of, my country can do no wrong, I will continue to believe in what my country is doing till the day I die. Type that's what nationalism is. you know it's like, if I were to give an analogy, it's like, again, my country can do no wrong. I don't care how many atrocities my country commits. I will stand by it till the day I die. That's what nationalism is. Patriotism is being able to see, yeah, my country's not in the best situation, but I want to improve it. It's believing in your country's potential.
Because here's the thing, at the end of the day, the way that I view it is America is my home. Does that
There
mean
we go.
everything is great? No, and I don't think it's good. I think nationalism is very bad, but I think patriotism is good because nationalism is basically a defense and loyalty to every action your country does, whether it's right or wrong. I think this is the wrong way to go about it, like 100%. I
The moment when you and your best friend are sharing a brain cell.
don't think anybody in any country should always support what their country does, but I think that the goal should always be to basically want to improve it as best you can because it
We are
is your
literally
home.
sharing a
America
brain
is
cell.
my home. And personally speaking, the fact that we've made it to 250 years and we're still the biggest economy in the world and we're such an influential country, and for at least the next decade or so will be the world's superpower. I think America really has had an
On a side note, the frick were you aiming, brother? Where were you aiming at?
opportunity, and still does, to be the world envy, to basically make people envious of us. I think we absolutely have the means to have an economy that works quite well, to have a healthcare system that is not broken like this, to fix all the issues we have, you know,
Once again, it is a matter of our potential. We have, as a country, we have some of the biggest potential to be one of the greatest countries in the world.
with our infrastructure to not make bad foreign policy decisions, which is why I think it is very good to continue to want America to be successful because, again, this is our home if we're Americans. This is 100% our home, and we need to ensure our home is always as good as possible. There's always going to be issues, and sometimes it's going to suck. And right now, it kind of does suck, but I don't agree with just hating America and being super anti the US. Basically, just
It's that, especially when the people who are super anti the U.S., they're the same people that if you say, "Oh, are you gonna leave?" They're like, "No." America's one of the only countries in the world where the people who hate it refuse to leave, and to me that is mind blowing. You know,
not wanting to love your country. Um, I think it is good to still love something and want to improve it. And I hope that people keep that mentality because, in my opinion, I do love this country more than any other country in the world. I am happy with this nation. Well, I'm not so happy with the current state of it and the state that it's been going in for decades, but I am happy to be American, and honestly, I want this country to be great. And I hope that in the next 250 years, I hope we make another 250 years. And I hope that the next 250 years are better than these 250 years. And remember, in the 1900s, we had a great century. We put a man on the moon, we won two world wars, we did so much good. And I believe that that can happen again and better than ever before. So, happy 4th of July, everyone. Happy birthday to America. Work needs to be done, but I do not ever want to say, and I do not ever enjoy when people say they hate America. I love America, and I hope that people can come around to that. But of course, that starts with us. So here's to the future. Once again, happy Independence Day.
Honestly, just overall, like, just honestly, he hit the nail on the head. Every step of the way. Um, but yeah, just like I was saying, and like my friend was saying, we it starts with us, and I hope that at some point, we can, come together as a country, you know, as a people, and help develop our country's potential instead of just letting it go by the wayside. Um, Happy 4th of July. If you enjoyed, like, comment, and subscribe. If Also subscribe to my buddy's channel. His name is the Daniel. Um, we're we both love our country, and we both want to see what's best for it. So yeah. Uh God bless America, and happy 4th of July.